Make smart decision with your life. You see, nowadays, many people want to talk about blessings. Many people talk about they want to be rich, they want to be blessed, they want to be prosperous. Many people want to earn more money. But one main thing that maybe people don't talk about in life nowadays is to make smart choices. You see, even when you get a blessing, especially a blessing that comes from God, you can get that blessing, but you still gotta make smart choices to keep that blessing. You see, oftentimes people they just look forward towards getting something. They just look forward to where they're going in life. They look forward to their future. But if they don't respect and they don't take heed to making the smart decisions to help align their future and to help ensure that they have a successful life ahead of them. I'll give you for example. If you're a woman and you plan to be successful in life, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be a nurse or a doctor, you gotta make smart decisions, especially if you're young and you coming out of high school and you going in college. You gotta know that you gotta take your studies serious. You can't just fool any type of guy. You can't just fool with these guys from the streets, these guys who are gang members, these guys who are drug dealers, because these guys will mess your future up. They will have you probably in jail with them. They will have you going out in hits with them. You end up doing drugs yourself. And they might end up even beating you. And you might end up getting pregnant by one of them. And guess what? Now you can't even go to school no more because now you got to take care of your baby. Well, that guy most likely moves on with his life, just paying child support. You see, in this life that we're in, you got to make smart choices. Because one thing that the enemy does, the enemy likes to go after people who make bad decisions. Because when you're not making smart choices, it's easier for the enemy to destroy you. That's why the enemy was able to get people like Samson. Because Samson was not thinking ahead. Samson was now looking at the choices he was making by going with Delilah. He was just thinking on her beauty. That's all he saw was her beauty. And look where it got him. He lost his power. He lost his strong connection with the Most High God. You see, in this life, you gotta make smart decisions. You gotta take heed to where God's taking you. When God's taking you places, you gotta make smart decisions to help align you to where God's taking you. For example, if you're a man, you want to be a millionaire, you want to be successful. Let's say you are a successful athlete. You're about to go into the NBA, the NFL. You're a breadwinner for your family. You can't just be hanging out with anybody. We've seen this time and time again. Uprising stars in the music industry, upcoming rappers, upcoming athletes. They're on the rise. They're getting popular. Everybody's talking about them. They're the hottest talk in town. Next thing you know, they end up going to a dice game or so. They end up hanging around the wrong crowd, they get killed. They end up hanging with the wrong crowd, they end up in jail. They end up in prison for robbery. They end up going with the wrong woman ends up setting them up to get robbed. That wrong woman ends up they get with that woman, the woman ends up getting pregnant. Next you know, he got paid thousands of dollars a month for child support. He even got it like that yet. You see, in this life, you gotta make smart decisions. You can't just be thinking in the moment. You gotta be thinking ahead. You see, you gotta be a wise man. Every decision you make, you gotta look at the outcome of it. No different than people who win money. For example, we've seen people win stuff like the Mega Millions and the lottery. These people become millionaires. Look how many athletes we see become millionaires. And look what they do with their money. They waste off their money on nonsense. They waste their money on women. They waste their money on drugs, expensive cars. They keep buying car after car after car. They keep buying mansion after mansion after mansion. They don't even need all of that. What does a person really need with a 20-bedroom mansion? And you only got like one wife and two kids. What does a woman need with like a 20-bedroom mansion when she only got one husband and like 3 kids? You know, you buying all these stuff and you know that your lifestyle can't even keep up with this forever. But you just keep wasting money. You see, you got the blessing. You became a millionaire. You went into the industry. You became an NBA, NFL player. You got the money. You became the breadwinner for your family. But look where your decisions got you. You end up going right back to poverty. You end up going right back to ghetto because you were not smart with your money. You made nothing but bad choices. And look where your bad choices get you. You went from the top to the bottom. You went from rising all the way out of poverty, coming from nothing. You know that song they used to sing back in the day, back in 2013 and 2012? Started from the bottom, now we're here. You started from the bottom. You made it to the top, but look, you right back at the bottom. You see, you gotta make smart choices. You gotta take heed that when it comes to success, when your future and you got a good future ahead of you, God got a great plan for your life. You just gotta know you can't just be hanging with anybody. You gotta make smart choices. You can't be hanging with anybody. You can't be wasting money on nonsense. Look how many people God allowed them to win money. God allowed them to be successful in life. And look what they waste their money on. Expensive clothes that have no real meaning. They waste their money on jewelry that have no real meaning. They waste their money and all these stuff like teeth and these earrings and all this stuff. All this stuff is just a waste of time. You just wasted your money on nonsense that has no meaningful use. I'll give you an example. There's people I've known personally to where I've had family members tell me that they've had friends who got lawsuits to where they won a lawsuit. They won like $150,000. And guess what? Instead of taking $150,000 and put it into a home, put it into a business to generate income, a home when they live in an apartment, they waste their money on an expensive car. Now you tell me, God allowed you to get that blessing. He allowed you to get blessed. He allowed you to get that $150,000 from that lawsuit. But guess what? Instead of you putting that money towards meaningful use like a house, or are you having your own business to keep that income flowing, to keep money flowing, you waste that on an expensive car. An expensive car that's probably not even that good. An expensive car that's not even that reliable. An expensive car that's going to keep breaking down. You waste all that money on an expensive car and you can't even keep up with it. Because you already know, when it comes to expensive cars, especially like luxury cars like BMW, Mercedes, Alfa Romeo, and all these other car brands, you already know that the more expensive the car is, the more expensive maintenance is going to be. It's not like you buying a regular Toyota or a Honda. You just buying one tire for those cars might be like thousands of dollars. You got to bring it to a specific dealership or mechanic to change oil, and a one oil change is going to be much more than your average Toyota or Honda or your regular car. So you buying that car for all that money, but you can't even keep up with it. You put all your money into this car, but you can't even keep up with it. And look, soon you might have to sell the car. You can't keep up with it. Now guess what? Now you have no expensive car. You have no house that you bought with that money. You still live in an apartment, and yet look at you. You could even have your own business you could have started. No different from people, like many times people come from like the projects. You got people in the projects who are getting money. They're successful. But instead of making out the projects, they're wasting their money on drugs, liquor, alcohol. They're wasting their money on women. They go into a club every Friday, just doing nothing but making bad decisions with their money. God is allowing you to make it out the ghetto for you to provide a safer place for your family. He's allowing you to be a breadwinner for your family. Many people in your family probably didn't make it out. Many people in your family were probably poor. They were broke. God's allowing you to be the breadwinner. You were probably called and chosen to be the one to break the generation curse of poverty, to make it out to be the millionaire. Look what you did. Wasted your money on nothing but foolishness. Wasted your money on stuff that had no meaningful use. You see, you gotta think ahead, man. You gotta be smart. You gotta look at the decisions you're making. Think about where this decision can cost you. Will it bring more good to your life or more harm? Will it bring more benefit 10 years from now, gospel life? Or will it bring more destruction 10 years from now, gospel life? You gotta be ahead, man. You see, too many people nowadays, they don't think ahead. Many people just want blessings. They ask God, He will give you blessings if you're faithful and you're seeking after Him. But guess what? You gotta know how to maintain those blessings. Don't make no sense if you asking God to be a millionaire if you're gonna take all that money and just waste it on the club, waste it on expensive clothes, waste it on $20,000 Gucci, waste it on $200,000-$300,000 cars that you keep buying month after month after month. Don't you forget, money goes away quick. Those blessings can depreciate. It don't make no sense. You talk about you asking God for a spouse, so you even have to even treat a spouse properly when you get them. Don't make no sense if you're a man, you over here wanting God to send you a wife, you don't even know how to treat a woman correctly. You don't even know how to even provide as a man, because the Bible makes it clear that man is the head of the house. You want God to send you a wife, but you can't even provide for a woman. You don't even have no goals. You don't even have no ambition. Some men are even lazy today. They want to get up and work. They want to get up and start their own business. So you want God to send you a wife, but you're not looking to progress in life. No different than women who asking God to send them a husband. You want God to send you a husband, but you're not even taking the time to be a quality wife. You're not even taking the time to even learn how to treat a man. You argue with your man. You know how to argue. You have a bad attitude. You don't know how to take care of yourself, a woman. You're not a hustler to help assist a man, because a woman is a man's helpmate. You don't even know how to even treat a man correctly. I've seen too many women cussing their husbands out, cussing out their so-called boyfriends, because you know we don't promote boyfriend, girlfriend this channel. Just cuss them out, give them a bad attitude. You don't know how to treat a man right, but yet you want God to send you a husband. Come on, like, God, He could send you the blessing, but guess what? You end up destroying yourself in the end because you don't know how to take care of it. You gotta know how to take care of your blessing. You gotta know how to take care of something that God gives you. No different than you asking God for a car. God can give you that car, but can you take care of it? Will you bring it to a dealership? Will you bring it to a car wash? Or will you just let the car get rusty? Will you not do no maintenance? The next thing you know, the car breaking down. The car is soon not even repairable. Until the point that you gotta sell the car. You gotta give it up because the car not even working no more because you never maintained it properly. You know, We gotta make better decisions in our life, man, because our decisions is why many people nowadays are walk around angry. You got people walk around angry, bitter, or frustrated. You know why? Because many of them made bad decisions with their life. And this is not to knock people, but you see, the problem is many people, they take out their anger on others when you should not be taking your anger out on me or other people. You should be reflecting in the life and decisions that you made. You chose to deal with those friends. You chose to mess up your record. You chose to go to prison. You chose to hang with those friends who were bad. You chose to date that man. You chose to date that woman who was bad for your life. You chose to waste your money on foolishness, so you can't complain. But nevertheless, guys, we gotta make better decisions in our life, man, because when you make smart decisions, not only can the enemy not attack you so easy, but you'll be able to plan ahead and look at where God's taking you. And you'll be able to make better decisions that help make your life more peaceful. A person who makes good decisions in their life is always more peaceful. You make a good decision at marrying the right woman, you have a blessed, happy marriage. And you will be much happier in life. Compared to a man who has dated anyone, and then the next thing, a woman break his heart, they take his money, and then he upset. You make the decision. You make good choice having good friends around you who help strengthen you in life. You want to be a doctor, you gotta hang around people going in the same direction as you. Hang around people who are successful. They want to be a doctor, lawyer, entrepreneur. They want to be successful just like you. Gotta hang around those types. You can't be hanging out with drug dealers and corn. They're gonna mess your life up. You see what I'm saying? You gotta move with people going in the same direction as you. But nevertheless, guys, just make better choices for your life. Ain't nothing wrong with asking God for a blessing. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting God to bless you and you being blessed and you being the breadwinner for your family. Ain't nothing wrong with that because people in the Bible have blessings. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but you gotta know how to carry it. You gotta know how to make the smart decisions that'll help align you when God get ready to bless you. You gotta always look ahead. You can't just be stuck in the moment. You can't just be chasing materialistic things. Because when you chase materialistic things or you're not making good decisions, you end up destroying yourself in the end. Next thing you know, when that blessing comes, you don't even feel that you can't even really get to enjoy it. Next thing you know, you end up blocking your own blessing. So just be smart, guys, and just stay prayed up. And just once again, make good decisions with your life. Don't go out making poor choices, because we see too many people do that nowadays, even a lot of rich people. Be smart, let God direct you, and make good decisions with your life.